Hello, and welcome to the Case Association micro video. In this micro video, we will guide agents and connectors through the following 3 methods to become associated with a resident's case. Submitting the Appendix B authorization and consent form, requesting electronic case access from the agent, connector, or resident dashboard, and by contacting the professional services line. Let's begin by discussing how agents and connectors can submit the Appendix B authorization and consent form to become associated with a resident's case. The Appendix B authorization and consent form grants agents and connectors permission to access a resident's personally identifiable information, or PII. After association, the resident will display on the agent or connector dashboard. To complete an Appendix B authorization and consent form, agents and connectors should first read the information at the top to understand their role. Then, the resident's information should be used to complete both the Please Complete, Sign, and Date the Form section and the Ways I Agree to be Contacted section. Next, the resident or their authorized representative must sign and date the form. Lastly, the requesting agent or connector must enter their organization, name, phone, and email in the designated section at the bottom. As a reminder, agents and connectors should not submit a MAP 14 to become an authorized representative, and should only be associated with a case as an agent or connector. Agents and connectors can submit the Appendix B authorization and consent form by email to the KHBE program inbox at khbe.program@ky.gov. Form submissions may also be sent by fax or mail to the contact information provided on the screen. Please note, fax and mail submissions have a 15-day turnaround and are not recommended for emergencies or when the resident is in person with the agent or connector. Once the Appendix B authorization and consent form is reviewed, case access will be granted to the agent or connector. Next, agents and connectors may request electronic case access through their respective dashboards. First, let's focus on how agents request case association through their dashboard in Agent Portal. Agents should begin by verifying whether there is an existing association by searching for the resident's details on their dashboard under My Clients or My Prospects. If no existing association is found, agents must request case access. To do this, under Quick Links, select Request Case Access. This takes agents to the Request Case Access screen where they must enter the resident's first name, gender, date of birth, and other applicable details. Next, select I'm Not a Robot. Then select Search to locate the resident's case. A notification is then sent to the resident, who must accept the request to have the agent added to their case. Remember, agents should not create a prospect or complete a new benefits application if there is an existing enrollment or benefits application in Connect. Now let's shift gears to focus on how connectors can request case association through their dashboard in Connect. Connectors should begin by verifying whether there is an existing association by searching for the resident's details on their dashboard. If no existing association is found, connectors must request case access. To do this, on the connector dashboard, scroll down to the I Want To section and select Request Access. On the connector access request screen, enter the resident's first name, sex, date of birth, and other applicable details. Next, select Search to locate the resident's case. A notification is then sent to the resident, who must accept the request to have the connector added to their case. To conclude this section on requesting case access through dashboards, let's discuss how residents can add agents and connectors to their case from the resident dashboard in Connect. On the resident dashboard, navigate to the Reps, Connectors, and Agents tile and select the arrow next to Reps, Connectors, and Agents. This takes residents to the Get Local Help screen. Here, residents can select Find a Connector, Insurance Agent, or Authorized Representative under the designated section to assign a connector, insurance agent, or authorized representative to their case. Next, residents can enter applicable search criteria or utilize the map to refine the search results. Once the resident identifies their desired connector, agent, or authorized representative, they can assign them to their case. Finally, let's wrap up by exploring how agents and connectors may request case association by contacting the Professional Services Line, or PSL. If the resident cannot be associated electronically or found through the agent's book of business or connector dashboard, agents and connectors may contact the Professional Services Line at 1-855-326-4650 for assistance. The professional services line can assist with case association as long as the resident and the agent or connector are on the call to provide verbal consent. Once identities are verified, the professional services line will ask the resident to verbally confirm their wish to add the agent or connector to their case. Thank you for watching this video on case association. For additional information, reference any of these resources.